Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Golden Sun, presented by Draco Breach. Last time we had a little bit of sad news for Piers over here. I think I can find the right spot. I think we can see Piers at the graveyard. And he's not here. So I was wrong. I was kind of expecting to see him there, but anyway. I just want to show my inventory because this is kind of getting ridiculous. Everybody is full. Except for Piers. I think he has 1 or 2 spots left open. And I don't really like that Lumeria doesn't have any shops because I do have some things that I want to unload here. Anyway, I think where we want to go next is here? Yes, it is. If you seek the console of His Highness the King, follow this passage to the doors at the end. His Highness never leaves a meeting with Conservato in a good mood. Good luck. Yeah. Problem is, I want to explore. Oh, I will. Let's show off the palace. King Hydros is the wisest of all the Lemurian kings, but I understand why Conservato and his senate opposes the king's plans. I don't think there's anything to find in the palace. At least I don't have anything in my notes. Wants me to be wrong, because I have been known to overlook things in the past like this. Fortunately, it's just a lucky medal. Now I want to double check. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that's new here. Anyway, head on up. He is still in chambers with Lord Conservato. Why is he granting them entrance? Dude, you're talking right to who he is granting entrance to. The Senate holds King Hydros in poor regard because he favors Lumpa's wisdom over their own. Well, you know, sometimes a second pair of eyes, as they say. You're Lord Felix, correct? Yes? It would seem the warriors of which you... Oh, Piers is here. Which you have arrived. So it would, Your Highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There is no need, Lumpa. Let us go to them. Hydros, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. Oh, Hydros, I already like you. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lumeria. Welcome. Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba, Jenna, Felix, and Creighton. Creighton is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition. Ah, Creighton. Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, Your Highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lumeria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lumeria has been in a slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent Piers to confirm this for me. So you admit, Hydros, you violated the directive of the Senate. You used the tidal wave as your chance to send Piers away, despite our commands. You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservato, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have Piers confirm? This map shows the ancient world when Lumeria still traded with the people on many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly. And this is the map Lunpa had with him when he arrived in Lumeria 150 years ago. I used this map to sail around the world. It was quite accurate. Incredible. You understand, Creighton? What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane. It's not insane, it's true. Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lupa's map are clearly smaller. Lies. Nothing but lies. What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect will believe such nonsense? If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe that the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Piers, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found in truth that Lumpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appeared on Lumpa's map. What are you saying? Time itself has stopped. Think of Wayard as a living, breathing being possessing its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Creighton, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has said to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Wayard prolongs its life. Yet, when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Wayard is wasting away, its continent shrinking because its spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive. Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus Lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? We have an idea, but we don't know for 100% certain. And this is something that I do want to point out now, of all times, because it's not expounded upon completely. But both Isaac and Felix have different reasons, different opinions on what will happen. Felix has been told by the Ancient One and by everyone in, and this is where names, oh my goodness, I'm bad with names. Anyway, where everybody grew up, it is believed that alchemy was sealed for the reason of protecting Weyard, the world that they live on, from ultimate destruction. Basically from people rising up and devouring more and more energy and starting more and more wars, and they believed that by sealing away the elements that they were protecting Weyard. However, as we have just learned, Weyard is slowly wasting away because of that same action. So the action had a unintended consequence of slowly but surely causing the world to wither away. Now, as you can imagine, at this point, we have a general idea of what might happen, and we don't really know precisely what will happen, which is why I'm going to say, no, we don't. When the 4 beacons are fired, alchemy will be released and our world destroyed. That's not entirely accurate. My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons. I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by knowing as I do that the world will wither and die if we do not act. This madness, Hydros. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of these beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Piers out again? And I will go, Lord Conservato. Felix has need of my power. Then go, Piers. But if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lumeria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared to go? Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am distinguished by the whole am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through with this madness. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I have already heard of this problem from Piers. This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful synergy. Seems to? You are not certain? It is a synergy that we Lemurians are unable to use. I understand you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Felix? If we include Piers in our numbers, we have 1 adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains. King Hydros believes the item can only be used by one who wields synergy of the earth. If I am not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call Grind. If you master this synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore. With Grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea. Go, brave adepts. By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. That synergy is quite powerful. It can only be trusted to a very few people. That His Highness has given it to you should illustrate how great his expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger. But we are counting on you, Felix. And Piers rejoins our party, giving us additional inventory space. And we get the Grindstone. I thought Piers still had space. Boost defense. You know what? Surprisingly, it is actually Felix pulling behind. So I'm going to give that to him. I need to rearrange my party. Okay. I don't think it... I mean, they say that, Yep. Only... Okay. So yes, it can only be equipped by Felix. It's one of the only synergy items in the game that is that way. Actually, it might be the only synergy item that is that way, now that I'm thinking about it. Because every other synergy has been equipped by whoever we want. Let's... My people may not desire change, but I cannot let that stop me. I do this not for myself, but for all those yet to be born throughout Wayard. And actually, it's not something I can bring up here. I'm gonna... Next time we're on the world map, I'll bring it up. Trying to... Because there are a few quick things that we can get. Trying to remember where they are. So we are actually going to be able to head back out into the sea. Once we talk to Kraden, I don't think we'll be able to enter this map again, so make sure you have that mist potion before you leave. Piers? Yes, Sheba, what is it? There's something I've been meaning to ask you, something I have to ask you. Ask me, Sheba. You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you, really? Is that your question, Sheba? It's not important. It is to me. If you are much older than us, then I am afraid we've not shown you the proper respect. She's got a point. Don't worry about such things. Please treat me as you have all along. No, that won't do. You have to tell us. What? Come now. This is silly. No, Piers, tell me. You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me. Come on, Piers, you can tell us. How old are you, really? This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you? Hee hee. Heh Ho ho ho. I knew it. Come on, Felix. Can't you get them off my back? Silent protagonist. You're in this too, aren't you, Felix? I've had it with your conspiracy. I will not tell you. Oh boy. I'm trying... Because actually, I believe your first use of grind can be right here. So you can see that you can do things like that. Thing is, we actually do want to use it here. Wait. The problem is, like, exactly what we want to do can be a little confusing. I do want to try to get one thing first. Is it actually here? Might not be. Wait. Maybe it is. Yes, okay. I knew I was not completely crazy. But we're running low on synergy, and I really need to find a town where I can rest and sell stuff. Um... This is an interesting place as always. Wait. Okay, so we can enter this again. Okay. So you can see that there's actually a little bit more to Lumeria. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. I am lost. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. I think I'm in the wrong spot. We'll find it next episode. It's not a huge deal. For the time being, this will be Creighton taking the lead. This will be Draco Breach reporting out. God bless and safe travels.